Hi, welcome to the online lecture of IBM3012, Principles of Marketing Management. In Chapter 16, we're going to learn about advertising, public relations, and sales promotion. The effects of advertising. It is a popular form of promotion, especially for consumers' packaged goods and services. Advertising is seen as an international innovator. Promotional spending is divided into measured media, which includes network and cable TVs, newspapers, magazines, radio, outdoor advertising, and the internet. Unmeasured media includes direct marketing, promotions, co-ops, coupons, catalogs, product placement, and event marketing. Advertising is utilized for maintaining brand awareness and market share. New brands with small market shares spend more on advertising and sales promotion because of the following two reasons. First, advertising response functions. It's a phenomenon in which spending for advertising and sales promotion increases sales or market share to a certain level but then produces diminishing returns. Second, requirements of minimum level of exposure to measurably affect purchase habits. The effect of advertising on consumers. Advertising affects people's daily lives, informing them about products and services and influencing their attitudes, beliefs, and ultimately their purchases. It helps change a consumer's negative attitude toward a product into a positive attitude. It reinforces positive attitudes toward brands. It can affect the way a consumer ranks a brand's attributes. Institutional advertising is designed to establish, change, or promote the corporation's identity as a whole. It is defined as a form of advertising designed to enhance a company's image rather than promote a particular product. Advocacy advertising. It is a form of advertising in which an organization expresses its views on controversial issues or respond to media attack. It is typically used to safeguard against the negative consumer attitudes and to enhance the company's credibility among consumers who already favor in its position. Next is a product advertising. Product advertising is a form of advertising that touts the benefit of a specific good or service. Pioneering advertising is a form of advertising designed to stimulate primary demand for a new product or product category. It is used in the introductory stage of the product lifecycle. It offers consumers in-depth information about the benefits of the product class. The competitive advertising is a form of advertising designed to influence demand for a specific brand. It is used when a product enters its growth stage. The goal is to influence demand for a specific brand. Comparative advertising is a form of advertising that compares two or more specifically named or shown competing brands on one or more specific attributes. It is used when product experiences slow growth or when competition in the market is strong. In advertising world, creative decision is necessary. Advertising campaign is a series of related advertisement focusing on a common theme, slogan, and set of advertising appeals. The objective is a specific communication task that a campaign should accomplish for a specific target audience during a specified period. The DAC-MAR approach, defining advertising goals for measured advertising results, approach helps set objectives that defines the target audiences, who will be our target market, desired percentage change in some specified measure of effectiveness, and the time frame for the change. Identifying product's benefits. It is for selling the benefits of a product, not its attributes. An attribute is simply a feature of the product. A benefit is what consumers will receive or achieve by using the product, such as convenience or ease of use. Developing and evaluating advertising appeals. Advertising appeal is a reason for a person to buy a product. It must make a positive impression and be desirable to the target market. It must be exclusive or unique. The unique selling proposition means a desirable, exclusive, and believable advertising appeal and believable advertising appeal selected as the theme for a campaign. It often becomes a part of the campaign's slogan. Exhibit 16.1 shows the common advertising appeals. The first appeal is the profit. The goal is let consumers know whether the product will save them money, make them money, or keep them from losing money. Second appeal is the health. The goal of the health appeal is to appeal to those who are body conscious or who wants to be healthy. Love or romance is used often in selling cosmetics and perfumes. Third is the fear. The fear can center around the social embarrassment, growing old, or losing one's health. Because of its power, it requires advertisers to exercise care in execution. The fourth appeal is the admiration. It is frequently highlights celebrity spokespeople. Convenience is often used for fast food restaurants and microwave food. Fun and pleasure are the key to advertising vacations, beer, amusement parks, and more. Vanity and egotism. Those are used most often for expensive or conspicuous items such as cars and clothing. Environmental consciousness. It centers around protecting the environment and being considerate of others in the community. Executing the message. It is for sending out the message from the theme. The style in which information is portrayed in the advertisement. The AIDA plan that we already learned is a good blueprint for executing an advertising message. The style in which the message is executed is one of the most creative elements of the advertisement. Injecting humor into an advertisement is a popular and effective executional style. After the campaign, advertisers need to evaluate. Many advertising campaigns aim to create an image for the good instead of asking for action, so their real effect is unknown. Before a campaign is released, the pre-test is used to determine the best advertising appeal, layout, and media vehicle. Testing advertisement effectiveness can be done before and or after the campaign. For deciding the media in advertising, medium is the channel used to convey a message to the target market. Selection of the medium is determined by promotional objectives and the appeal and executional style of the advertisement. Media planning is a series of decisions advertisers make regarding the selection and use of media, allowing the marketer to optimally and cost-effectively communicate the message to the target audiences. There are 6 major media types. First is the newspaper. The advantages of newspaper advertisement is the geographic flexibility and timeliness. But the problem is, it is not good for reaching a narrow market, distractions from the competing ads, and news stories. Cooperative advertising is an arrangement in which the manufacturer and the retailer split the cost of advertising the manufacturer's brand. Second is the magazine. Cost per contact is high in magazine advertisement, and they can pinpoint the target audiences. Third is the radio. The advantages include the selectivity and audience segmentation because it is already selected because they have to tune in to the station. A large out-of-home audiences because usually they listen to the radio while they're driving. Low units and production cost, timeliness, and geographic flexibility. Fourth is television. The biggest problem for TV advertisement is it's expensive. Infomercial is a longer advertisement that looks more like a television talk show than a sales pitch. But in these days, thanks to the DVR such as TiVo or some other recording devices, consumers can skip the advertisement. And the most important thing these days is the internet. For example, advert gaming is placing advertising messages in a web-based, mobile, console, or handheld video games to advertise or promote a product, service, organization, or issue. The outdoor media such as billboards and alternative media as well. Exhibit 16.3 shows the advantages and disadvantages of major advertising media. In the next 2 slides, I'm going to talk about the media selection for considerations. Media mix is the combination of media to be used for a promotional campaign. It is based on several factors. First, cost per contact and cost per thousand or CPM, the millions. It is the cost of reaching one member of the target market. Marketers can compare the cost of different media vehicles. Second is the cost per click, the cost associated with the consumer clicking on a display or banner ad in internet. Pay for only engaged customers. Third is the reach. The number of target customers who are exposed to a commercial at least once during a specific period, usually 4 weeks. Next is frequency. It is the number of times an individual is exposed to a given message during a specific period. Next is audience selectivity. It is the ability to reach a precisely defined market. General newspapers and network TV appeals to a wide cross-section of the population. Others appeal to specific groups. Flexibility is the ability to change advertisement quickly from one form to another. For example, magazines are less flexible due to long lead time than a radio and internet advertising. Noise level is the level of distraction experienced by the target audiences in a medium. Newspapers and magazines have a high noise level. Direct mail has a low noise level. Lifespan of a media means messages can either quickly fade or persist as tangible copy to be carefully studied. For example, radio commercials are short, but it can be repeated. Media fragmentation is resulting from proliferation of the media. Marketers must pay as much attention to where they place their advertising as to how often the ad is repeated. Next big topic is the media scheduling. After choosing the media for the campaign, advertisers must schedule the advertisement. Media schedule is designed the medium or media to be used, the specific vehicle, and the insertion dates of the advertising. Continuous media schedule is a media scheduling strategy in which advertising is run steadily throughout the advertising period. And usually, it is used for products in the later stages of the product life cycle. For example, the ivory soap, or the charming toilet papers. Flighted media schedule. It is a media scheduling strategy in which ads are run heavily every other month or every 2 weeks to achieve a great impact with an increased frequency and reach at those times. The examples include the movie ads on Wednesday and Thursday nights. Next is the flushing media schedule. A media scheduling strategy in which that uses continuous scheduling throughout the year. Plussing media schedule is a media scheduling strategy in which that uses continuous scheduling throughout the year, coupled with a flighted schedule during the best sales period. For example, Thanksgiving, Christmas, and back-to-school sales. Seasonal media schedule is a media scheduling strategy that runs advertising only during times of the year when the product is likely to be used. Examples include cold medication and sunscreen lotion. Recency planning is the theory of scheduling television advertising for frequently purchased products such as Coca-Cola and Tide detergent. Its main premise is to influence the brand choice of people who are ready to buy. Public relations is the element in the promotional mix that evaluates public attitude, identifies issues that may elicit public concern, and executes programs to gain public understanding and acceptance. Public relations campaigns fit into overall marketing plan and focus on targeted audiences. Here, publicity is the effort to capture media attention, often initiated through the press release and further a corporation's public relations plan. In this slide, I'm going to talk about the major public relations tool. New product publicity helps advertisers about their new product by promoting free news or positive words. Good example is the Apple's media conference. The product placement is a public relations strategy that involves getting a product, service, or company name to appear in a movie, TV show, radio program, magazines, newspaper, video games, video or audio clip, book, or commercials for another product, on the internet, or at a special event. Global product placement expenditures total about $10.5 billion annually. Consumer education. For example, financial planning firms may sponsor free seminars on money management, retirement planning, and investing. The sponsorship, which is a pretty popular topic in sports marketing, a public relations strategy in which a company spends money to support an issue, cause, or events that is consistent with the corporate objectives, such as improving brand awareness or enhancing corporate image. Experiential marketing. It is for letting the customers actually experience the new product or service. The last is the company website. Managing unfavorable publicity. The most important topic is the crisis management. It is a coordinated effort to handle all the effects of unfavorable publicity or another unexpected unfavorable event. Not too long ago, we already saw what's been happening with Tiger Woods and Lance Armstrong. And it's their individual matter, but for companies who's sponsoring or using them as the model must have nightmare. So the sponsors and licensing companies for Tiger Woods and Lance Armstrong must have hired good crisis management team. In addition to advertising, public relations, and personal selling, sales promotion is utilized to increase the effectiveness of other product effort. Sales promotion, in which a short-term incentive motivates consumers or members of the distribution channel to purchase a good or service immediately, either by lowering the price or by adding the value. The goal is to give consumers an incentive to make an immediate purchase. Sales promotion usually has more effect on behavior than on attitude. While advertising offers a reason to buy, sales promotion offers an incentive to buy. Both are very important, but sales promotion is usually cheaper and easier to measure. Trade sales promotion is promotion activities directed to members of the marketing channel, such as wholesalers and retailers. Consumer sales promotion is the promotional activity targeted to the ultimate consumers in the market. Exhibit 16.4 shows the type of consumer and sales promotional goals. First, for loyal customers, people who buy your product most or all of the time. The desired result is reinforced behavior, increased consumption, and change purchase timing. The examples include the loyalty marketing programs such as frequent buyer cards or frequent shopper clubs such as Best Buy Rewards On. The bonus packs that give loyal consumers an incentive to stock up or premium offered in return for proofs of purchase. Second category of the consumer is the competitors' buyers, people who buy a competitor's product most or all the time. The desired result is break loyalty from other companies and persuade to switch to your brand. For example, sampling to introduce your product's superior qualities compared to their brands. Other small tactics include the sweepstakes, contest, or premiums that create interest in the product. Third category is the brand switchers, people who buy a variety of products in the category. The desired result includes the persuade to buy your brand more often. For example, any promotion that lowers the price of the product, such as coupons, price of packages, and bonus packs. Trade deals that help make the product more readily available than competing brands. The last is the price buyers. They are butterflies who jumps into the cheaper prices. The result can be appealing them with lower prices or supply added value that makes price less important. For example, coupons, price of packages, refunds, or trade deals that reduce the price of the brand to match that of the brand that would have been purchased. In this subtopic, I'm going to talk about the tools for trade sales promotion. Trade allowance is a price reduction offered by manufacturers to intermediaries such as wholesalers or retailers, given in exchange or doing something specific like allocating spaces for a new product. Push money is the money offered to channel intermediaries to encourage them to push product. That is, to encourage other members of the channel to sell the product. Push money is often directed toward the retailer's salespeople. Third is training. If the product is complex, a manufacturer will train an intermediary's personnel. Free merchandise. It may be used as a payment for the trade allowances. Store demonstrations. For example, food manufacturers often send their representatives to grocery stores and supermarkets to let the customers try samples of product. Good example will be the sample tables in Costco or Sam's Club. Business meetings, conventions, and trade shows. Manufacturers, distributors, and other vendors can display their goods or describe their services to potential customers. Companies can identify new prospects, serve current customers, introduce new products, enhance corporate image, test the market response to new products, enhance corporate morale, and gather competitive information. The benefits of trade promotions. First, it helps manufacturers gain new distributors. Second, obtain wholesaler and retailer support for consumer sales promotions. Third, build or reduce dealer inventories. And the last, improve trade relations. Another big topic, tools for consumer sales promotion. The tools selected for sales promotion must match the objectives to ensure success of the overall promotional plan. First, a coupon is a certificate that entitles consumers to an immediate price reduction when the product is purchased. Coupons encourage product trial and repurchase and are likely to increase the amount of product purchased. The FSIs, the freestanding inserts, are used to distribute about 80% of coupons. In-store coupons are more likely to influence the buying decisions. Second is a rebate, a cash refund given for purchase of a product during a specific period. The mail-in rebates must be mailed in along with the proof of purchase. Rebate offer price cuts to consumers directly and are more easily controlled. Further, consumer database can be built because of the information forms required for rebates. Manufacturers prefer rebate because of the following reasons. First, it allows manufacturers to offer price cuts to consumers directly. Second, manufacturers have more control over rebate promotions. Third, it can be used to build a customer database. And the last, most consumers never bother to redeem it. The premium is an extra item offered to the consumer, usually in exchange for some proof of purchase or a promoted product. The loyalty marketing program is the promotional program designed to build a long-term, mutually beneficial relationship between a company and its key customers. For example, frequent buyer program is a loyalty program in which loyal customers are rewarded for making multiple purchases of a particular good or service. Through loyalty programs, shoppers receive discounts, alerts on new products, and other types of enticing offers. Retailers are able to build a customer database that help them understand the consumer preferences. Contest and sweepstakes. The sampling is a promotional program that allows the consumer the opportunity to try a product or service for free. The POP, point of purchase display, is a promotional display set up at the retailer's locations to build traffic, advertise the product, or induce impulse purchasing. The last topic of Chapter 16 is the trends in sales promotion. Social media, email, and website-based promotions have expanded dramatically in recent years, thanks to the internet usage. The online sales promotions have proved both effective and cost-efficient. Marketers have discovered that online coupon distribution is another way to promote products. The major goal of retailers is to add potential customers to databases and expand marketing touchpoints. The utilization of sales promotions on social media and at the point of purchase. Sales promotion online generates response rates 3 to 5 times higher than offline promotions. Online versions of loyalty programs are gaining popularity, and the most successful are those run by hotels and airline companies.